Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the heart of the mountains, there lived a young man named Jack. Jack was a kind-hearted and hard-working young man who lived a simple life, tending to his crops and livestock on his family's farm. He was tall and strong, with broad shoulders and a rugged face that was weathered from years spent outdoors. His hair was the color of rich soil, and his eyes were the green of the fields that surrounded his farm. He was the epitome of rugged charm, and the villagers all admired him for his honesty and his integrity. One day, Jack was on his way to the market when he spotted a beautiful young woman walking down the road. Her name was Rose, and she was unlike anyone Jack had ever met before. She had sparkling brown eyes, a warm smile, and a laugh that filled the air with joy. Her hair was a rich chestnut brown, and it flowed like a river of gold down her back. She was delicate and feminine, with a grace that made her seem like she was floating on air. Jack was immediately smitten, but he didn't know how to approach her. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, and Jack couldn't get Rose out of his mind. He found excuses to pass by her house on his way to the market, and he always made sure to stop and chat with her. Slowly but surely, Jack and Rose became friends. They talked about everything and anything, and Jack found himself falling more and more in love with her every day. He admired her intelligence, her kind heart, and her gentle spirit. She was the complete opposite of Jack in many ways, but they complemented each other perfectly. One day, Jack mustered up the courage to tell Rose how he felt about her. To his surprise, she felt the same way. The two of them started dating, and soon they became inseparable. Jack and Rose spent their days exploring the mountains and valleys around their village, and their nights lying under the stars, talking and laughing until the sun rose. They would picnic on the banks of the river, where they would watch the water ripple and shine in the sunlight. They would hike to the top of the highest peak, where they would sit and look out at the world, feeling like they were the only two people in existence. They would wander through the fields, picking wild flowers and listening to the birds singing. They felt like they were living in a fairy tale, and they never wanted it to end. As the years passed, Jack and Rose's love only grew stronger. They decided to get married in the village church, surrounded by their friends and family. The church was adorned with flowers and candlelight, and the air was filled with the sound of laughter and joy. Jack and Rose exchanged vows in front of the altar, promising to love and cherish each other for the rest of their lives. They kissed for the first time as husband and wife, and the villagers cheered and clapped as they walked down the aisle, hand in hand. They honeymooned in a small cabin in the woods, where they spent their days fishing, hiking, and enjoying each other's company. The cabin was nestled in a clearing, surrounded by tall trees that rustled in the wind. It was the perfect place for them to start their lives together, away from the hustle and bustle of the village. They would wake up early, watch the sunrise, and start the day with a cup of coffee on the porch. They would spend the days exploring the forest, and nights snuggled up by the fireplace, reading and talking about their dreams and aspirations. Years passed, and Jack and Rose's love story became the stuff of legend. They had children of their own, and they raised them with the same love and kindness that they had shown each other. They lived long and happy lives, always putting each other first and never letting their love die. They grew old together, hand in hand, watching their children and grandchildren grow and flourish. They never lost the spark in their eyes or the twinkle in their smiles. They remained each other's best friend and soulmate until the end of their days. As Jack lay on his deathbed, surrounded by his family, He looked up at Rose and smiled. "Thank you," he said. "Thank you for being my everything. I love you more today than I did the day I married you." Rose held his hand and smiled through her tears. "I love you too," she whispered, "forever and always." And with those words, Jack closed his eyes and took his last breath, knowing that he had lived a life full of love, laughter, and joy. Years later, Rose passed away as well, but their love story lived on, passed down from generation to generation. It was a story of love that defied the odds and stood the test of time. A story that proved that true love can conquer all, and that it's never too late to find happiness. And so, their love story became a beacon of hope, inspiring people of all ages to believe in the power of love and to never give up on finding their own happy ending. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Imagine yourself surrounded by a warm and comforting energy. This energy is love, and it's all around you, enveloping you in a cocoon of comfort and peace. As you breathe in, imagine the love energy flowing into your body and filling you up from the tips of your toes to the top of your head. With each exhale, imagine any worries, fears, or stress leaving your body and being replaced by a feeling of love and peace. Visualize yourself lying in a warm, peaceful, and safe place. Imagine yourself in a beautiful garden, surrounded by fragrant flowers and chirping birds. The sun is shining, and a light breeze is blowing through the trees. Feel yourself relaxing and letting go of all tension. Focus on the sensation of love and peace that is flowing through your body. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine yourself surrounded by the people who love you the most. These people may be family, friends, or someone special to you. Imagine their love enveloping you, filling you up with warmth and comfort. With each breath, imagine yourself getting more and more relaxed, more and more loved, and more at peace. As you continue to breathe deeply and slowly, imagine yourself drifting deeper and deeper into a peaceful sleep. Know that you are safe and loved, and that you will awaken feeling refreshed and rejuvenated.